one, the first one that you guys sent me, and I checked and made some corrections and sent you guys some feedback. So we'll do the same for our second task, which is the one we're gonna work on today. But we're gonna be writing the essay in class. So you guys will send it to me at the end of today's class.
Teacher, can you repeat the instructions, please?
Yes, sure. I haven't given you guys instructions yet. But what I was saying is we're gonna finish working on the writing section. So we were doing task number 2 of the writing section last week. And today we're gonna practice, we're gonna have our practice sessions. And what we will do is I will give you guys a prompt and you will have to write the essays for 30 minutes. So we will measure the time and you will have to send it to me. During the last 20 minutes of today's class, we'll be taking some of your essays, like very in general, because we have a lot of today. And then I will check it better and I will send it back to you with some feedback. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Now, this is gonna be the prompt. Okay. Do you guys have the template? Does everyone have the template? You're gonna have to use the template. Okay, at least in the beginning, you should be using these templates. Of course, you can change some words. No problem there, but you need to keep the structure of this response. Okay, guys. Okay, so please enter that link and make a copy of this file. Okay, so you're gonna go here to Archivo or File probably, and you're gonna make a copy. All right, so you make a copy and you write down your name there. So writing to, let's say, Alejandro. Okay, and once you do that, let's see, this is mine. Okay, let's say this is mine. I'm gonna change the name. So once you create a copy of the file, let's say this is mine, you're gonna share with me the link to your document, okay, so that I can see as you write. So for example, if this is my copy, then you go here to compartir or share, and you're gonna make sure that, hang on. Okay. So you're gonna send me the link, but you're gonna make sure that the option that that says that it's restricted, you have to change it for anybody who has the link, and the reader is fine. Okay, you don't have to change that. But then you copy the link and you will send it to me. If you want privately, if not, here in the Zoom chat, up to you. Okay, but please send it to me now. So is everyone okay with that? Does everyone get it? Any questions? Okay, so I'm gonna be waiting for your links. Please send it to me. Everyone. Okay. So I got one. All right, I already got Valentina's, and here I have Manuel's. What about the rest? If anyone has any problems, please raise your hand and I'll guide you. Great, I already got Alejandro's as well. Okay, so I have Valentina's, Manuel's, Alejandra's, and Mateo. What about the rest of you guys? Sole, how are you doing? Come on, guys, what about the rest? Walter, Narciso, Ivan, Henry.
My internet is so low. I'm trying to do.
Okay, Walter, no problem. If you want, si quieren, I'll send you guys your link already so that you don't have to do this. I'm doing some of you. Sole, I just sent you a link, so that can be yours if you want, Sole, okay? You can start writing your essay there.
Sorry, teacher. I can do it with cell phone, or is necessary the computer?
You can from your cell phone, but I think you have to have the app, right? Narciso, if you want, you can write it down in any Word document or in any document you want. As long as you send it to me by the end of today's class, it's fine. Okay. But if you want to do it from your phone, then you have to install, I think, the app. So I think it's Google Docs, right? That's right.
What is the app? Sorry.
Google Docs. Okay, guys, so we're gonna have to start now. Remember, you will have 30 minutes to write yes. The question is, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? My lifestyle is easier and more comfortable than the one my grandparents had. Use specific reasons and details to support your answer. Okay, that's the question. You will have 30 minutes to write the essay. And at the end of today's class, you will have to send it to me. We will check first, but you have to send it to me. Okay? So if you have questions as we go, don't hesitate to ask. Okay? No, it's not a problem. You can write me in the chat or just like turn your microphones on and speak. Okay? So please start now. Yeah, you have 5 minutes left. Finish your essay. Review. Okay, guys, so time is up. We're gonna finish writing. Maybe you didn't finish your essays. That's okay. I mean, it depends on where you were and how much you were able to do during these 30 minutes. Because that is honestly a matter of practice. You know, you need to practice and you're gonna see that the more you practice, the more essays you write, the less time you're gonna spend writing the essays, right? It's just like anything else. Practice makes perfect. But it's a good thing that you realize now how much you're able to do in your 30 minutes, right? I see that most of you guys are like in the second body paragraph, missing the conclusion, missing the second body paragraph. In general, you guys are there. So we're gonna see. Now let's take a look a little bit more into the content. So we're gonna see some of your essays, but you will have to send this to me and you will have to send both versions. So this is what you were able to do during the first 30 minutes. So I'm gonna ask you to please copy and paste it into the same document. So just like I'm doing right now with Valentina's essay. So I'm copying it and I'm pasting it, I'm pasting the same below, right? Oh, I don't have access.
Teacher, I'm going to change. I think I put only for lecture.
Okay, please. Okay, but basically what I'm saying is copy and paste it into the same document so that you have both versions. The first one, you shouldn't touch anything else, you know, because you need to be honest with yourself and see how much you can do in your 30 minutes. That way, from time to time, the more you practice, you'll notice your the progress. Okay. So this is what you guys have to do. And I'll give you an example. So this is your essay, right? This is what you were able to write during the 30 minutes. What I want you to do now is copy what you have so far. So let's say we have this, we're gonna copy it and paste it below, okay, in the same document. So that way you have two versions of the same. The first one, you're not gonna change anything, right? We're gonna say that is the first version in the 30 minutes. And in the second one, you can finish the essay. Okay, so in your second version, in the copy of the first, so that's gonna be your corrected version. So you can, if you want, make changes. I wanna see what you would change, how you could make it better. If you haven't finished, you finish it. And if you have finished during the 30 minutes and you're okay with your essay, then don't do anything, right? You will only have one version. And in this way, you're gonna send it, okay? You're gonna send it to the mail that we had for our last writing assignment too. But don't do it right now, okay? You have to first correct your essays and finish them, okay? We're gonna do that later, after the class. Is that okay? Do you guys have any questions about that? No? Okay. So let's take a look. Maybe we're gonna start by reading Valentina's introduction. Let's see what we have. So first, in her first sentence, sorry, the general idea we have, most people would agree that having an easier, more comfortable lifestyle than our grandparents is of far more important to know the evolution of things and how we live nowadays is very different from what they used to live. Okay. So in this first sentence, we said that we need to have a general idea. Right? We have to talk about the topic without talking about the opinions yet. So we cannot say whether our lifestyle is easier or not than the ones our grandparents have, right? We cannot say anything like that. But we just have to talk about lifestyle in general. One idea and one thing that I like here is how she has this phrase here. She says, how we live nowadays is very different from how they used to live, right? From how our grandparents used to live. Honestly, I would maybe only stick with this idea for the first sentence, right? Maybe I would say most people would agree that how we live nowadays is very different from how our grandparents used to live. Only that. Why? Because this is a general idea, right? I'm talking about lifestyle. And the only thing that I'm actually saying in that sentence is that our lifestyle is different than the ones our grandparents have. I am not saying whether it's easier or not, right? So maybe I wouldn't say anything like this. Having an easier and more comfortable lifestyle is important because I think you're kind of already mentioning the opinion, right? So maybe I would just use this idea here. Most people would agree that how we live nowadays is different from how our grandparents used to live. And is that okay? Now we have personally, I am convinced that my lifestyle is easier and more comfortable than the one my grandparents have. Great, I love this. So this is the opinion. It's directly answering the question. We don't have any comments about it. It's clear, it's direct, it's concise. Grammar is good. So everything's great there. And finally, we have the transition. So the only comment maybe we could make to her essay would be the first sentence. Don't try to talk yet about how easy it is, but only mention that it's different, right? The way you did in last lesson. Everything else is great. Any questions so far?
Oh, teacher,
Yes.
teacher, I have some problems with my computer, but I did the essay in another document in Word, and it's possible that I can send you in Word.
Yes, no problem if you send it to me, guys, in Word. That's fine as well. You download the file and you will send it to the email that I'll send. Okay?
Okay,
No problem.
thank you.
Any other question? Okay, let's take a look at Manuel's body paragraph, first body paragraph. So he has to start traveling around the world takes less time and the people could move faster to other countries. Good. So I actually like the fact that you're narrowing it down to one specific thing because this is such a huge topic. Lifestyle includes so many things, but you're talking about one thing on it. Now my personal experience illustrates this. A few years ago, don't forget maybe some punctuation errors here. So a few years ago, I traveled to Venezuela from Ecuador. It was a very short travel. Taking a plane, it was only 2 hours and across 3 countries. Great. So the only thing I could tell you, Manuel, I like the fact that you're including details. So where you went, what, like the destination, where you were before, how much it took, how many countries you crossed. So I love those details. Careful with the grammar part, with the punctuation, and with the verb tenses, right? I crossed if you're talking about a past experience. You need a period here. So when I heard some stories from my grandfather, he told me that in his time, taking a plane was expensive, and taking a plane was so expensive that only rich people could afford it. And taking a bus or automobile could take 1 week or more, traveling through Colombia to arrive to Ecuador from Venezuela. Then with the globalization, there are many ways to travel and go over thousands miles, go over 1,000, more than maybe go over 1,000 miles in a couple of hours for a good price. Okay, so great body paragraph, Manuel. Your example does relate to your reason. It is illustrating what you're saying. Traveling is easier, right? And traveling is a part of our lifestyle. So traveling is an example of how easy it is for us to do different things, right? Like this one here. You're comparing. I like that comparison you're making. So right now, going from this place to this other place takes me this time, and it's this accessible. And before traveling from that same place to the other same place, took this time and was not that affordable, right? So I love that comparison. Good details and good closing idea too. The only thing, punctuation, right? Maybe I'm gonna add some comments about that when I'm checking this essay. But in general, I think it's good. You were writing the second one already. So there's a lot of things to say, right? Right now we're maybe focusing a little bit more on content, but from what I've seen from the previous essays you sent, some of you guys sent the essays for the integrated one. And when I was checking them, I saw that most of you guys were struggling with punctuation. I really recommend you guys check out some punctuation rules. And grammar, maybe with the verb tenses, conjugations, but that was it, right? There were many other things related to grammar. So I will check your essays. You have to complete them, okay? Don't send them to me like they are right now. Send me both versions, and I will send you the instructions to our WhatsApp group, okay? But basically you have to do the same as we did before. You have to send them to the same email, and I will check them and send you guys with some feedback. Is that okay? Do you guys have any questions? No, everything clear, everything okay?
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much. Tomorrow we'll start with another section. Please don't forget to complete today's survey as you go. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow.
Thank you. Bye, teacher.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.
Right.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, guys.
Teacher, a question. Did you check my last essay that I sent you?
Yeah, I finished checking the lessons. Didn't I send it back?
No, I didn't receive the feedback, I think.
Really? Have you checked your essay today? I'm sorry, have you checked your email today?
And let me share the email. It's from this. No,
Let me
I-
see, okay.
no, I only have one mail, but not in the inbox.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna check from here.
No.
Okay, but did you send the essay? Oh yes, here it is. I am so sorry. I have it as a draft. I'm sending it right now.
Okay. Take it
Yeah.
easy.
I don't know what happened. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, teacher. Bye bye.
Bye, take care.